Well, the battle over billions. The country's largest teachers union threatening to pull its investments from hedge funds over fund manager donations to charter schools. Joining me now is Randi Weingarten, president of the American Federation of Teachers. Good morning to you, Randi.
Good morning.
And you've got this report in your hand. What does it say?
So let me just make it really clear. This has nothing to do with charter schools, and it has everything to do with retirement security and ensuring that taxpayer money is spent well. What has happened is that hedge funds who want to invest and make money off pension funds basically take 57 cents on every dollar that they invest. And what the report has shown is that if we had not invested in any of these hedge funds...
So that's your take. What do the hedge funds say they're doing? What's their response?
The hedge funds have no response to it. That's why they're making it up and saying it's about anything else.
So the name of the report is All That Glitters Is Not Gold.
So what has happened is that our union has become the Consumer Reports of retirement security. And essentially what we just did was we looked at 11 pension funds and the performance of their investments. And what we saw is that hedge funds actually performed much worse, to the tune of $8 billion worse than if you had just done regular investments in a normal way.
Okay, so let's talk about what you're doing here, though. So they're threatening to pull pension funds from the hedge funds. You're also lobbying for the end of the carried interest loophole.
So what we're doing is two things. Okay. We are a union. We educate trustees. They make the decision. That's not our decision to make, but they make the decision. But the second thing we're doing is we want to make sure that regular working folks have a shot and a fair shot at success. And when you have that's 25 top-paid hedge fund managers making more money than every kindergarten teacher in the United States combined, you know, something is wrong with the economy. But at the end of the day, what we want to do is make sure that there's real retirement security, not just for teachers, but for every worker. And frankly, when a retiree has $1 to spend from a pension, that creates $2.36 in economic output for a community. So we're trying to create a virtuous cycle. So if people work hard their lives, they should have a pension. And we want to make sure that that money is well invested so that it's really teacher or worker savings. That's what we're doing.
So what is the trend to be identified here? Pensions pulling out of hedge funds. We're seeing this trend growing.
What's happening now is that trustees around the country are not just taking somebody's word for whether an investment is good or bad. They're asking questions. And what this report shows is that if you just invested in other instruments, not in hedge funds, but in other instruments, you would have, your earnings would have done $8 billion better.
And so where's this all going to go? Because you're suing.
All we're doing is we are being the Consumer Reports. We are actually saying to trustees throughout the country, here's some data, here's some information. That's what we're doing.
What's been the response to the report so far?
So what's happened is that trustees are actually asking more questions. They're actually saying, what is your return, and why are you charging us 57 cents on every dollar that you earn? Why are you not actually spending the money, or why are you not actually doing better investments? That's what we're trying to do.
All right, Randi Weingarten got your side of the story. Good to hear from you.
Thank you.
All right.